welcome back to my channel. My name is Christine and this is It's Just Christine. For today's video, I'm going to be planning for the week of April 15 to the 21st, and I'm using this beautiful kit from Miss&Meow called Countryside. This is in her silver foil. I really love the colorway that she used in this kit. In the quote box here, it says, "Some things like sunshine and fresh air are hard to beat." And I don't know if I mentioned it, but this is in her silver foil. And then here are her functional boxes. And then we have some layering pieces, the icons and headers. And then finally we have the bottom washi, date covers, and some layering pieces here on the side. For this kit, I always purchase, well, not just for this kit, but I also purchase the matching decos that comes with the kit. And then for this one, I actually also bought the page 2 of her journaling kit. And it's in the transparent matte paper. Yeah, so if you guys are interested in this, please stay tuned. I'm so sorry that the voiceover is a little bit all over the place, but I didn't know that this clip existed until after I did all my voiceover. So the voiceover for the planning doesn't actually start until like the first half of the video. I'm so sorry. So as you guys can see, I'm doing another voiceover. Even though it does take a little bit longer for me to kind of edit the videos, it does give me a little bit more kind of like time to fix my videos, if you guys kind of get what I mean. But anyways, as you guys can see, I do start off with the bottom washi here, only because I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do with the spread. I didn't really have a vision of what I wanted, so it took me a while to get everything together. What I really like about this kit is that it kind of reminds me of Pride and Prejudice slash what is that show that's so popular these days? Bridgerton. And I thought, like, you know, like using like this lace and like some ornate frames and stuff like that, I thought it would look really, really pretty in this kit, with this kit. So I do try to incorporate that in the spread as much as I could. Unfortunately, I did film this part of the video and the day by day in like 2 separate days, which is like, I think, like almost a week apart from each other. So there was some stuff that I used in the sidebar and the base of the layout that I didn't get to incorporate the day by day, because it totally kind of like, it's not that it skipped my mind, it's just I didn't even realize I used it on the base layout. And but it's okay. It is what it is. I think it still turned out really pretty. So this so the lace that you guys saw that I used for the bottom washi, and this ornate frame, and this kind of like postage stamp, this came from the advent calendar box, or the advent box of the Pretty Pinko from last year. I really love using her, like the things that I got from her shop, and I think they're just very, very useful, and they're gorgeous, but like they're generic enough that you can use it in any spread that you want. So that's like really, really good. And I you guys have heard me say this a million times, but I'm definitely going to be getting her advent box this year as well. And then as you guys can see, I do the sidebar. I wasn't sure how I was going to do this. I didn't have like an inkling of how I wanted to look like, but I think it still turned out really pretty, and I'm really really glad that I actually used this Fashion Girl here in this spread, because I was going to use the Fashion Girl in my when I decorate my Hobonichi cousin. But when I when I laid it down, I was like, oh my god, this is really really cute. So I kept it as is, and I think the blue really just stands out very much. I don't know. Like transparent matte paper doesn't look so vibrant on the sheet itself, but the minute you place it on like a white background, it looks so much better. And then here I do use the narrow bottom washi as a header, because I didn't want it to go to waste. Like, it looks so pretty, it looks so beautiful, and I was just like, I can't waste this, so I just decided to use it as a header. I was actually going to put it as a like a top part of like, you know, like the page, but I decided to use something different, which I will be showing you guys in a couple of minutes here. But yeah, I think it turned out really pretty. I do kind of want to go back and take out the like the little sticker that's in between the boxes, just because I don't know, like here it looks pretty, it doesn't look that bad, but when you actually see it in person, it kind of like, I don't know, it focuses my attention there, and I really don't want that. So I don't know, maybe I'll have to take it out eventually before before I put away this planner for the year. Anyways, as you guys can see, I didn't bother scattering the full boxes, because like I said, I wanted to use that bottom washi as a header. And then here I'm just going to be using, as you guys can see, I decided to use the floral that came with the deco sheet, and I'm really glad that I did, because I think that if I don't put anything there up top, I feel that the top just looks a little bit too bare. So if I do get a chance to use like florals or other things that can go on top of there, I try to, because I think it just looks a lot prettier and not so naked or bare when it's up there. And I really do think it turned out really pretty. And yeah, and I'm just going to be putting the bottom, sorry, not the bottom washi, the floral washi up top there. And then after that, I'm going to be doing the date covers. The date covers with some of the shops like Miss&Meow, Sadie stickers. When they have like a narrower day cover, I have a harder time covering up the dates and the day of the week. And I feel like whenever I use like these narrow day covers, I feel like I'm doing it crookedly. So I don't really know if this turned out crooked. From like when I'm looking at it right now as I do the voiceover, it looks fine, but in person or while I'm doing it, it just looks really 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 crooked for me. And then finally, I do put in this green header from the kit. I just decided to go with the green because I think it's a prettier contrast with the pink, since the pink is on the date covers, and the that headers that I use as a bottom washi. Sorry, the bottom washi I use as headers, and I think it really turned out pretty. And I really love the green that Regina used in this kit. But then again, I'm all about like sage green, so it's really not a big deal for me. I think it turned out really gorgeous. And then finally, I do show you guys like the full base layout. And then so for the day by day, first off, on Monday, I was actually off on this day, so I did sleep in. I used this little pajamas that I just recently got from White Deer Stationery. So most of my icons are going to be from either White Deer Stationery, the kit, or from the Pretty Pink Co. Um, but yeah, so it was my day off on Monday. I slept in, and then me, my husband, my parents, and my uncle ate at our dim sum place, like one of our, like, I would like to say one of our favorite dim sum place now. um, we just ate there, and then after that we went to a mall. It's called Sherway Gardens because we wanted to just walk around. We haven't been in that mall for quite some time, so we just drove there and we just hanged out. I didn't really go shopping. It's just more of like window shopping, I guess. And then we also had some ice cream gelato from one of the Italian restaurants there. Afterwards, we did drop off my parents and my uncle at home. They didn't have their cars, so we just dropped them off. And moving on to Tuesday, on Tuesday, I was actually also off on this day because I had an orthopedic appointment. This was the day when I spoke to the specialist regarding my arm, and he explained to me how everything is and what's wrong with it. And then after that appointment, I called a physiotherapist right away to book my first appointment. Um, so yeah, and then I used this icon from the I believe that's from the Pretty Pink Co. And then at like when we went home, since I was off anyways, I just decided to film as much as I could. I think I got 2 videos in. I believe I did my plan with me, or like my memory plan with me, and my May lineup kit. After that, my husband and I decided to go to Walmart to grab some of my medications for my arm. The doctor recommended me to get some anti-inflammatory meds to help out my arm, because my arm, like, I guess the tendons, the muscles inside are a little bit inflamed, and he wanted me to drink medications. That icon is actually from, I believe it's from Hello Petite paper. So I think that's one of the few ones that's actually not from either ones of the ones I mentioned. So moving on Wednesday. Wednesday is always my early shift, so I did go back to work on this day. It's one of my earlier shifts, so in the morning I do wake up quite early, and before I go to work, I usually buy my breakfast, which usually is a bagel and some like orange pico tea. We call it steep tea here in Canada. I don't know if you guys call it the same thing, but it's basically orange pico steeped. So if that makes sense. Um, and then work is usually quite busy on Wednesdays. Wednesdays is usually a lot of my meetings happen on Wednesdays. I don't know, I just like to do it on Wednesdays and get it over with. And then after work, my husband and I decided to go buy groceries. The groceries is quite near us. It's called Farm Boy. It's kind of like Whole Foods, I think, from equivalent to Whole Foods in the US. But yeah, we just grabbed some meat and some veggies and fruits for us to eat for the week. Well, not for the week, for a few days. And then finally, we just had kind of like a very chill night. I think that week I just did some like YouTube binge, and that was basically it. And then moving on to Thursday. Thursday is also one of my early shifts. I don't really know why I Ubered to work, but I didn't have the car for this day. And I have a feeling that I didn't have the car because my husband needed to bring our car to work. And we only have one car, so it was either him or me. And he has to work downtown, so... Thursdays is usually a quiet week for myself and my coworkers, but for this week it was quite busy. So I did use a laptop from I believe the laptop that I use is from it's not from the Pretty Pink Co. And I totally forgot what it was. Planning Like a Pro. I can't believe. I don't know if it's Planning Like a Pro or the Pretty Pink Co. But I'm pretty sure it's Planning Like a Pro. Anyways, and then on Thursdays, I'm also done quite early for I'm done quite early for work. I usually finish my shift like around 4:30. So I just headed home, and my husband actually was the one who cooked dinner, so we had barbecue. Ooh, so this frame is actually one of those frames that I really, really wanted to use as well. I got it from, sorry, that silver deco that I just placed there. That's also from the advent box of the Pretty Pink Co. Like I said, I wanted to use something a little bit more vintage, or I don't know, like something ornate, because I think it goes really, really pretty with this kit. And then in the evening, my husband and I did kind of like stop by at Home Depot to buy some stuff. And moving on to Friday, which I'm not showing you guys apparently. I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize this was off cam. Anyways, um, I don't know what I'm putting there, but I know that I was working on this day and I was late for work, unfortunately. Um, but to be honest, like, it's not that busy or crazy during Fridays at work. So if I was like 5-10 minutes late, it's not a big deal. And then afterwards, after work, which is like, I'm done early on Fridays, like around 3:30 is usually when I'm done. My husband and I went to one of the Chinese restaurants near our house. It's called Fine Hakka. They have really, really good like chili chicken. Like, it's so, so good. And then after we ate dinner, my husband changed our tires from winter tires to our regular tires, so that it just won't, it won't get, I can't say it can't get broken, but like, we usually, it's time to change our winter tires. And then moving on Saturday, it's actually my day off. So I wasn't working on this Saturday, and we really weren't 100% sure what we wanted to do. We're one of those people who doesn't really have a plan for the weekend unless someone invites us. So we did sleep in on this day, and we kind of just chilled in bed. But then eventually we decided that we wanted to go downtown Toronto. So we actually took the GO train, which is the public transportation here near us. We took the GO train because it was just going to be easier in terms of like traffic, finding parking, and yeah. And then we ate at one of our favorite pho place, which is like a Vietnamese soup. And we walked around downtown. I bought new shoes. And that's really pretty. Like, I really, really love the new shoes that I got. And after that, we just went home, and we ended up like going home pretty late. I think we got home like around 10:30. Here I'm just moving this box because it really was bothering me that it was not centered. So, and this one looks a little bit better. I'm really kind of not happy that that pink and that green is like in the same area or the same vicinity, but it is what it is. And then this Sunday is my husband's cousin's baby's baby shower. So we did go we didn't go to the actual church ceremony. We went to just the lunch. So it was in a all you can eat Chinese restaurant, and Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Like she had a little baby boy named Clyde, and Clyde is just like one of the cutest babies. He looks like this spitting image of dad. So that's really really pretty. That's really really pretty. That's really really cute. And then after that, when we got home, my husband and I purchased some flight tickets to be announced. I don't want to kind of like tell the whole world where we're going yet. So I'll talk about more of that like in the future videos. But yeah, and then after that, we just ordered pizza, and that was our whole week. And as you guys can see, this is the full spread. If you guys like it, please hit that like button. Bye.